Okay, I continue with excise tax principles, effectiveness of tax administrations. Okay, before that, definitions of tax principles are where many governments have to cope with less revenue, in fact, of increasing expenditure and also resulting fiscal constraints when governments need to increase their revenues, assuming the revenue which depends on the current situation of economic fiscal of the country. Okay, there is five major principles of tax that is important, such as neutrality, efficiency, certainty and simplicity, effectiveness and flexibility. Okay, the main point that we have choose is in the effectiveness in tax administrations. Okay, effectiveness are also known as fairness that taxation should produce the right amounts of tax at the right time while avoiding that are not necessary. Discuss about if there is a class of taxpayer. Okay, we continue with next slide. Okay, this next slide is about excise tax principles in United States. Okay, the effectiveness of tax administration in US are based on optimal excise taxations. Okay, the modern theory that concern about optimal taxations with analysis of excise taxations based on Ramsey 1927. Okay, this model consumed with identical consumers, and the results are optimal excise tax rates are very inversely with elasticities of demand for the tax of goods. Okay, Atkinson and Stiles 1976 says that if consumers have the identical utility functions that are weakly separable in consumptions and leisure, the result are non-layer income tax with differentiated excise tax. Okay, after that, this excise tax also important to discouraging consumption of goods that may have not affected the externals but are nonetheless harmful for the individuals who consume them. Okay, for the example of excise tax in US include tobacco, alcohol, and food. Okay, we continue with next slide. Okay, this next slide, the principle excise tax principles in Malaysia. Okay, Malaysia governments manage the excise taxations on selected products only. Okay, the selected products only, which means the excise tax issues in Malaysia is bigger. Okay, the elements in excise tax in Malaysia are on imported automobiles involving 30% tariff that forecast from non-Asian nations. Okay, it also contains 10% sales tax and excise tax that can make the vehicles more than 100% with large engine and capacity. Okay, this system allows only certain people and it's very difficult for ordinary citizens. Okay, after that, the product that have been chosen by the Malaysian governments, most likely cigarettes, just as same in the United States, they are also increased in the sale of illegal products. In Malaysia, as high excise price increase over the year within the price gap between legal and illegal product in Malaysia. Okay, goods that be chosen from Malaysia is such as will include excess duty, such as liquor, cigarettes, tobacco, motor vehicles, playing card, and major tax. Okay, that's all for my slide. I continue with my friends. Thank you.